Hey guys, so it is Friday, March 5th. I didn't do a video for the this entire week because it was pretty much a down week. There's really nothing to talk about. I've been buying the entire week. You know how they say you buy the dip and it keeps on dipping? I mean, I think it's ending. I mean, on Friday, what happened, or I guess after today, right, when it closed, what happened was that everything shot up except for Tesla. Unfortunately, the Dow was up about 500 points, and the Nasdaq is up about 200 points. The only thing that is down is the EV market. I'm heavily in the EV market. I'm trying to get out. I got out of um the Bitcoin. I mean the crypto market. My bad. I got out of the Bitcoin ETF because I didn't think that um it was a keeper, right? So I got out. I'll get in when it's lower because it will go lower. But I got in like better than when I got in. I mean, I got out better than when I got in, and it was a high for the entire week already, right? So I got out of that one. I still have some crypto stocks. I'm really down in the crypto. I'm waiting to get out of the crypto because I think crypto is gonna go lower. But I didn't buy any of the crypto stocks. What I bought, right? What they call is cost average downwards, right? Is I bought a bunch of the EV stuff that I already have. So, and I bought some of the silver stuff I already had. I didn't buy any of gold stuff. I actually, when I say gold, usually I'm buying silver instead of gold. I'm not a big fan of gold. I'm a big fan of silver. And, usually I talk about gold because it's easier for people to know than silver because people are like, they don't know silver that much. But I like silver. So, I've been buying those. At the end of the day, those all went up from the lows, which is nice. I don't know what's gonna happen next week, but I'm pretty sure it's done. I do not have any more money to buy the dip anymore. I'm done. I mean, if anything, I'll just turn off the app and we're done for the this month and next month maybe too. But not all my stocks were down. I mean, some of them were up and some of them are flat, and I'm planning to sell my flat stocks and probably my up stocks and just buy the ones that are down. So I think it's over. I think Tesla's gonna go back up. I know they're talking about, one of my friends was reading the news about the bond yield, right? And then it's putting pressure on whatever. They read it in the news, and the first thing I said was like, "Dude, that was in the news," or "Girl, that was in the news." Whatever's in the news, like, is pretty much manufactured, right? And I don't believe in the news because every time it's in the news, it's either a lie or it's too late, one of them. And it's not a good thing listening to news. The news has always been horrible. I'm looking at some of the stocks, and the only thing that is actually really up is oil. And I don't have any oil because I decided to switch to all green energy, right? Who knew that, hey, oil was going to go up? So oil is up. I mean, a lot of the oil stocks are up too. I mean, the dividend one and things that I used to buy. I'm looking at them. I'm like, damn, should I get in? I'm like, it's too late. Forget it. I mean, I will probably for the month of March. I said it in my previous video. It's gonna be choppy, right? That's exactly what I said, right? Choppy. And what I mean by choppy, it's gonna be like this, and I don't like that too much. I don't know. I mean, it depends. So it means you're. It's not very good for long term investors, right? So it's gonna be choppy. I think. I think personally speaking, the big sell off is might be already finished this week because we already had 2 or 3 weeks of this thing and it just keeps on going down, right? So I think it might be done. I'm still looking at the stuff here, right? All my stock symbols, all of the new ones I added, which are energy, which is natural gas and oil, is up. Gold is up, silver is down, but I still like silver more than gold. Crypto, all of the crypto stocks are down. I mean, it didn't even break even today. It's down. What do I have here? The solar. I've been debating on that. That's interesting. Oh, ooh, that's interesting. Wow. Solar had a run today. Yeah, I mean, solar looked like it just had a V-shaped recovery today. it looks like it's pretty much done, you know? The solar, the drop. Let me just look at this. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think it's done, but I could be wrong because it looks like people are trying to shake people out of the market, right? I feel like they are purposely doing this, all right, because they know, oh, the retail investors are in, they're purposely, the big hedge funds and everybody are purposely pulling out, so it scares people, especially in the month of March, because March of last year we had a huge correction, and or they're trying to get the Fed to print more money to buy assets, right? So they do this all the time. I mean, weed, oh yeah, that's one of them I didn't talk about. So weed is Tilray's down, right? I mean, chill. I mean, I don't know. I'm not a big fan of weed. They are down. There is some protein companies I was watching. They are down. So I don't know. I mean, the correction might even go on a bit more, but like I was saying, the month of March is going to be choppy. Ooh, this stock. I told my friend to sell it, and she didn't sell it. Now it's at 11 bucks. I told her to sell it around 13. All right. So, anyways, um, yeah. So a lot of the EV stuff are down. And I think EV's not going away, like crypto's not going away, but it might take a while. I don't know. We will see. But a lot of the oil stocks are already at their highs. I mean, before the pandemic, which means that I don't know why it would go up more, but I think oil had its run. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I mean, anything can happen, right? Because it looks like EV's going down and oil is going up. So, looking at the market in the month of March, if you're a long-term investor like me, it's good for you to buy. But if you already invested like me, it's not really good because you can't buy anything because everything's already in there and you can't sell it when it's low either. So, anyways, I mean, I would try to sell some stuff and then average into some of the other stocks. But, for the month of March, you could be expecting it to be choppy. Now, I want to talk about Tesla. Tesla is what I call the leader of the EV pack. Uh, Tesla hit 500 bucks. I mean, I told my friend to sell it like at 800. Now it hit like, well, the I guess the low today was around 550, 543. And that stock, if you zoom out to the 3 month, it pretty much went back to where it was 3 months ago, right? And then you zoom out to 6 months. Now there is a solid, so like a support kind of thing, like at least 3 months of support at 400 bucks, which means that it will probably not break 450. If it goes, it might break 500, right? I mean, this can go on for a long time, and that's not good for my EV stocks. I don't know. I'm looking to get out for now, but I'll get back in around May, right? And we'll see what happens. But I am not a big fan of what Tesla is doing right now. Um, there's chip shortages, and then there's other things. Yeah, I mean, with if Bitcoin drops, right, which I expect it to drop, that means Tesla's gonna drop, which means all my EV stocks are gonna drop, which means I should sell my EV stocks, wait for Bitcoin to drop, wait for Tesla to drop, and then buy back my EV stocks. And then whenever Bitcoin levels off for a couple of years, the level off is usually a couple of years, right? Then that's when I want to buy into my crypto stocks. I'm looking for a time to get out of my crypto stocks. I mean, you have Kevin O'Leary and the Shark Tank guy, Mark Cuban, going into Bitcoin and Dogecoin. They're not buying Bitcoin. They're buying the miners, right? So what I think is that they pretty much it's too late for them. I mean, they came into a game late, so they're just buying the miners now. At least the miners kind of like gold, right? They came into the market too late, and because they have a lot of money, you could consider them whales, right? So they can actually move the market, being a whale. But I don't know. I mean, I think they're too late, and I think for the next couple of years, there's probably a correction. Um, that means that if you're a long-term holder, that's not a very good thing because if you zoom out to the Bitcoin chart for a year, I mean, the only thing that has support is around 20,000. I mean, it shot up like to 40,000. I mean, that's only from 20,000 to 40,000, it's just 100%. If you or 100, yeah, 100%, and you add in another 10,000, that's about 150%, which is not a lot. Let's be honest here. Unless you bought Bitcoin at $100, 150% you could get in any stock. It's just that, you know, you didn't you wouldn't have that much guts to put. Actually, I have like 40K in the stock, so people are like, you're crazy, man. I'm like, dude. Well, back then, back a few weeks ago, I was down $500. Everybody was down like 40,000, right? I was down $500 on 70,000. They were down like 40,000 on 70,000. But now I'm down 10,000 on 100,000. So, I don't know what to say. I mean, I'm down 10,000. They're down. If they're down 40,000 before, that means that they're probably down 60,000 now. So, if you know what you're doing, which I don't always, not that I know a lot, it's just that I believe in some stuff, right? I mean, like if you believe in the right things, like let's say Bitcoin from when it was $10, you're rich, right? You know what you're doing after 10 years. But I just started a couple years. Actually, I just started last year. So I don't know. Either I'm believing in the right thing or I'm totally clueless. But anyways, I'm not down that much. If you put it into perspective of other people that have, uh, that have 70,000 and then they put 70,000 into like 15 companies. I have four stocks with 70,000. Four stocks, literally four stocks, and they're in the exact same industry. So, I don't know if that industry goes down, which I do not think it will go down. Obviously, I will take a hit, a massive hit. That's why I'm planning to sell some stuff before I get into big trouble. But yeah, I mean, all the stocks are down. I expect a recovery next week. I expect it to go higher, but I expect problems in the EV industry. I don't know. I'm just guessing. I mean, who the hell knows, right? I'm not a technical analyst. I'm a long-term investor, man. Regardless what happens in the EV industry, I think in the long term it will still be good, but I don't want to play around in the short term because it looks like in the short term it's going to look bad. So I might sell some. I don't remember when Tesla was shutting down for a week. I think it was in March or something. We'll see. Maybe that's why, right? I mean, maybe after March it's going to be getting like it might get better, but I do not have a good feeling. I mean, I said that I did not have a good feeling last week, right? I said it was going to be choppy in March, and I should have just took my own advice for that, but I was getting kind of greedy. So, I'm kind of down. So, anyways, that's all for now. I just felt like making a video and giving my 2 cents on what's happening. And like I was saying, this is the time you buy. This is not the time you sell. If you're dumb enough to sell, thinking you'll get back in, you might be successful or you might just miss out on the entire thing. Because usually what happens is what the whole point of being in something is that when it goes down, you could buy, right? But when it goes down and you're not in it, you're not gonna buy it. You're gonna be like, oh, I'm not buying this. That thing's going down. So what I found is that if you're already in it, you're more likely to average into it, right? Buying the dip. But now that we're already down, and if you're not in it, you probably won't buy it. But if you're in it, I think you should buy more. That's all. The same ones. Don't switch to another stock. I think it's a horrible idea if you switch to another stock. I've never switched to another stock unless I sold everything because I don't think it's a good idea to switch to another stock um, if you're already in one, right? Switching around is where you lose money. All right, that's all. I don't want to talk anymore. That's my 2 cents. But I don't really know what I'm talking about, so I don't know if you could take it.